If there's nothing there, immediately it sends a signal back to here to tell it doesn't know how to do that. There's no cells of recognition. It's conscious now. And it says, oh no, and it sets up a vibration. This vibration releases a hormone. And as it releases that hormone, it sends a signal to the body. And here the body is in the 3D world, and then it feels it. The body feels it. So here's a 3D world, and as this signal comes, vibration, it says, you don't know how to do that. Who do you think you are? What are you doing? We cannot go there. The body feels it, and the body automatically does what? Because it's in a negative vibration. Negative vibration, because it wasn't controlled. He didn't control the idea. And he didn't know how to control it. And it went automatically to fear, doubt, and worry. Why would we do that?
Understanding.
Lack of understanding. But once that hormone is released in the body, it's fight or flight. There's no cells of recognition in there, and if it's, let's say it's really beyond the unknown. I mean, it's so far out there that it's not even on your radar. It will bypass you, and it will tell your intellect, and you will automatically just kick the idea out. How many people had an idea, and it came on the screen of the mind, you didn't even play with it. You didn't even imagine it. How many people? That was the subconscious mind just kicking it out just like that. You can't do that. Forget about it. How many ideas have you had and you kind of played with it for a little bit and then you let it go? The other one was a little bit more believable. That's the only difference. But still you kicked it out because there was no cells of recognition in there. If you don't understand the mind, you don't know why you're doing what you're doing. Because then the mind is in control of the body. But that mind, that we say the mind at that moment, the mind is going to be the program. When you're not in control, the mind, perpetual transmutation of thought energy, is the program. That's what's moving you. You don't need to know this information. You can continue doing what you're doing. You don't need to learn to work the mind and become the mind. You can continue living the way you're living. But you're not going to get what you want. Does anybody have any questions? This power just is. We change the color. Who is we? This is where I said there must be intervention. There must be a higher consciousness that intervenes on the thought and controls the thought. It changes the color of this power. We were never taught how to control the flow. That means there's got to be a higher order that controls the flow. There must be a signal, something, there must be consciousness ahead of what? Spirit must always remain in front of the thought. When your spiritual essence is ahead of the thought, it dictates what this mind will do, not the program. When your essence, the true divine you, can intercept and intervene and control what the mind does, the program is no longer in control. higher self is in control. And the higher self of your personality is vibrating at a higher degree. I had a vision, and I've been being guided from this vision really from the age of 3. And I always go back to at that age of 3 where I had a higher awareness of self. And every time I would make the breaks that I would go back to knowing and remembering of my vision. And this vision from a young man has taken me to build what I've been working on. This vision showed me what we're doing today. I didn't get the rest of the data till 2010. When I received the rest of the vision in 2010, I've been being guided by a higher level of awareness. But I had to act and do as I saw in my vision. The intervention was the vision, bringing my mind into order, and then I started to vibrate at that vibration, and then I started to tell the body, nope, you're going to vibrate like this, and we are going to move up here. Did I feel some of the anxieties? Did I feel some of the fears? Did I see circumstances tell me it can't be done? Yes, of course I did. Because the body belongs to what? What does the body belong to?
It's an instrument of mind.
When we're in control. But the body belonged to the states of the 3D world. Bless you. So, because the body belongs to the three-dimensional world, the body inherited all of the ideas from the three-dimensional world. So for a period, I was working with these ideas, all these X-type ideas that came from past generations. And I was plucking these ideas to create my reality. How many of you have been plucking the ideas from your past generations or your culture or the time you're in right now to create your reality? Who's been doing that? Everybody. There's not one person. How did I get away from doing that?
Imagination, power of imagination.
Through the power of the imagination.
Yeah.
All these ideas, these X-type ideas that you have in here, in this massive information, they're not yours. They came from the culture and the environment that you were born in. You inherited the earth. Who inherited the earth?
I did.
Yep. You also inherited all those ideas from the past. But they were not there to control us. Mm-hmm. They're there as data so that we can use them and reorganize them. That's what we're here to do. Reorganize our ideas. Go pick up more information so that you can put them in your box. And it's like Legos. It's your responsibility to connect the dots how you want to. If you wouldn't have had, I thought the other day, I said, wow, what a blessing. I said, we inherited all these ideas so that we have data to organize and we can actually experience something. But then at some point, it should be our responsibility to rearrange the order. Nobody taught us that. But think about how many lifetimes, generations came through just to get a little bit more information to advance, to have cells of recognition. Just to have the cells of recognition. What if we would have been born on a remote island and had no information? There's no data to play with. So really, it's a blessing, all these generations that have been storing data. Some of them doesn't serve us, but we can release that data. We don't have to use that. It's a choice. Do we have to go live as they did? We have the ability to select any idea. Look. We have the ability to select. This is what creation gave us, the ability to choose. What does desire do? Desire causes you to go up. Taha, you were desiring to come to the United States from what age?
5, 4.
Why were you desiring to come here?
Why?
Yeah.
I thought, here's the land of opportunity. And it still is. Not that I thought. I want a new life.
So, this desire was the catalyst. And you started to select what?
Ideas and images to fulfill that.
And because you were desiring to come here, you started to look at what?
That's how I can make it happen.
Yep.
Yeah.
But the only way you could look is by visioning, by seeing images of here. So, because your mind went there, you started to select and look for more images that would take you to the U.S.
Yeah.
And as you started to look, you started to find more of the images that inspired you to want to experience. Experience means what? See, hear, taste, touch, smell. To see and visualize, see the thing outside of you. Experience outside of you. Let's go back to who I am is. Your spirit wanted to experience itself outside of itself.
Yeah.
Here's your spirit.
That's what we hear, yeah.
Your spirit wanted to experience itself outside of itself. But it needed a vision. And it needed data. It needed understanding. You started to seek understanding. So your essence was operating at a higher order, and it took you upstairs, and then you started to select the images that you wanted to work with.
Yeah. When you get in that frequency and you find a way to fulfill that desire.
To fulfill the desire.
Yeah.
I remember you telling me, well, I did this and I did that. I've been fulfilled. Remember? What more? What's next?
Yeah.
Well, we had to go back where? Who were you asking?
Someone new.
Were you asking your
Place.
program?
No.
You were going back to dream,
Yeah.
to envision again. Why?
Because you want to create something new.
To fantasize. You weren't going downstairs. Downstairs, you already know how to do that.
Spirit always wants more.
Spirit always wants more. Your essence is always for fuller expression.
Yeah.
Anybody on the call? Thoughts, takeaways?
Desire is the effort of unexpressed possibility.
Seeking expression throughout.
Yeah. With your action. It's very important. There's two things to end of this. One is desire, starting with desire, and the second is direction. One is desire, the second is expectation. Desire will put you on the direction of going toward what you want, and expectation is start attracting things toward you. So you're going toward them with desire, and expectation bring things that you want, and you guys action and reaction, and that's where you start seeing the result that you want. Desire without expectation is just wishful thinking.
Yep. The The individual that doesn't believe he can find the refrigerator will not find it. He will not find the deal. He will not find it. Decided I want to sell supplies. Was it an accident that I found parts 10 times cheaper direct than anybody else does? Nope. Was it an accident that I found, when I first started, I found the parts cheaper, 30, 40, 50% cheaper than everybody else was? No, it's not an accident. I was looking for it. So some people say, well, that's just crazy. That can't happen. You can't find that thing cheaper. I bought the same things that other people buy, 30 to 40, 50% cheaper. Why?
The funny thing is
Because you're looking for it.
Because I was looking for it.
the funny thing is you were actually a mom and pop shop at the time. So to be able to get, pretty much, goods that are so cheap and so low is very hard for a small mom and pop shop.
I had a desire. My desire was bigger than my current circumstances. When your desire is bigger than your current circumstances, the desire will show you the way. Why? Because you gave it direction. If I wouldn't have given it direction, I wouldn't have found what I was looking for. That's simple. Then I desired to find the same product, and I wanted to have it 100 times cheaper, 300 times cheaper. Well, because I desired that, and I looked. That was a key. I looked. I found.
Now you're manufacturing your own goods
Yeah. Why?
because what you seek, you find.
There you go. Because I'm looking for it. Desire is the catalyst to creation. But it will not conform until you take the action. You've got to release the idea.
You gotta express it.
You've got to express the idea.
Yeah.
Anybody have any questions, takeaways?